So now let's go to the other side and tell me a time when it was the most difficult time you've ever had to preach.
I've had more difficult times than I've had mountaintops. But part of that is because of the church that I have been welcomed into. I pastor Light of the World Christian Church. And when I arrived, the church had come through some significant leadership challenges. I inherited a grieving church, a church that was looking to reclaim its identity. And so I could not walk into that environment just preaching, God will do it, God will make a way, you know, because the people needed something more. And so it was an adjustment preaching the pastoral sermons that won't lead to the shouting and the ecstatic praise, but that lead people to introspection and reflection that will ultimately lead to life change. And so I have learned how not to rely on the feedback of the people, the immediate feedback of the people, to determine whether or not a sermon went well. Because there are times when sermons are just thought-provoking and you have to sit with it. And if I'm judging by a man's, shouts and ovations, I will think it was a total failure, until I get text messages and emails that say, Pastor, thank you so much for that. I needed that. You must have a bug in my house. And so I have had to work through the sermons that I thought were disappointing and realize that God is doing something that I may not be fully aware of, but to be faithful to the assignment that is mine. Because if I'm faithful to the assignment that is mine, then God will produce what God desires to be produced in that moment.